Good morning, social media friends, our mutual connections, and good morning to you, Anne Marie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. The sun is out and it's 28 and it feels like a heat wave.
Yeah, I know. And I think after tomorrow, looks like going into next week, some of this white stuff should thaw and melt for both of us.
I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Do you have any friends who are like in Texas? I know they got hit really hard with ice and stuff.
Oh, no, I don't know that. Hmm.
Okay. And the reason why um, I'm very aware of that is because our corporate office is just outside of like the Dallas area.
Okay.
And as a result, they shut down the office, basically said, all of you work from home until, we get past this ice storm.
Right. Well, they don't have the equipment, so they
Right
have to
on.
sit home.
Yeah. Unlike us up here in the upper Midwest, they don't have the equipment, the people, and the experience. So, what I thought we cover, Emery, for our discussion in today's episode is I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Sure.
And that is from a recent post of yours, you reinforced the message of, make sure buyers, you get a pre-approval.
Yes. Yeah.
And for that reason, I wanted to just ask you kind of the open-ended question. What do you expect from a pre-approval, whether you are representing a seller and or a buyer?
Well, first off, I want them to get a pre-approval from someone besides some Joe Schmo on the internet. It better be somebody who knows what they're doing because
Right on.
anyone can write you something for 50 bucks. Yeah, you can make up any document. So it needs to be official. It needs to be by someone that, is nationally known and, has the banking information, has everything that goes into that. Why don't you expand on what goes into that so everybody knows?
Yeah, thank you. What really is involved when the buyer commits to starting the process to get pre-approved is really sharing enough information
Mhm.
um, so that the chosen lender working with a buyer can make sure that from an income standpoint, from money saved, if they do require a down payment, all of that is reviewed, explained between each other, et cetera. And so therefore there's a plan going forward. So the buyer understands that his, her, or their purchasing power looks like this, and their ability to borrow money looks like this.
Perfect. So, Bill, I have a couple of questions for you.
Yeah.
What is the biggest mistake you see people who are trying to get pre-approval do during that period?
Great question. They sometimes fail to share with you everything that you need to know.
Mhm.
Um, they also have the misperception that just because you're pre-approved today, um, if there's life events that happen next week, a month from now, because they're still in process of working with you, Anne Marie, things change. That
Mhm.
also can mean your pre-approval can and will change. So it's very important, just like in the relationship that you have with your clients, there must be open, clear communication between the buyer and myself as a lender.
What is a mistake that they say the missus could make that would screw this whole process up, or you have to start over?
Right. One mistake that sometimes occurs, but I think for most of us who are experienced lenders, we do what we can to set the right expectations. We communicate this early and often, and that is once you are pre-approved, if your goal is to get to the outcome that you want within the next 60 days or less, don't open new credit accounts.
Mhm. That's what I was hoping you'd say.
Right. Don't open new credit accounts. And here's the other one. Don't open new credit accounts and not tell the lender.
Right.
Why?
Right. Yes.
Why? Because if you open up a new credit account and you decide, I want to take advantage of a 12-month interest-free financing solution, and all of a sudden you start buying new furniture for the home that you are under contract to own, but yet you've not closed on it,
Hmm.
sometimes it can derail the process.
Right. Exactly. Don't go opening Macy's cards, and make sure that you tell your lender about your student loan. It matters.
Right, right,
Every piece of money matters, no matter where it's at.
right. And in this day and age, with as many digital tools that I think every lender has the ability to use, a lot of that information is gonna get picked up on in process, during the process. So that's why I almost always say, let's have a clear, candid conversation about where you're at,
Hmm.
where you need to be, and then just like a patient going to visit a doctor, here's my advice, let's stick to the plan.
Right. Exactly. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. You have to be very open booked and give you what you need because you're trying to help them. So it's
Yeah,
as simple as that. It's not time to be tight-lipped and just secretively forget about something that you owe. You really need to open up and share that. It's just
right.
not that difficult because you don't want to lose a house over it, especially if
That's
it's something really silly.
that's right. That's right. What do you think, Emery, is missing from some pre-approvals that you've seen when you're representing your clients?
I have seen personal loans that were documented somewhere. They had like a promissory note, or, mom owns part of their house, things
Ah,
like that. And they were trying to forget about it, I guess. And
yes.
you can't. You have to show what's what.
Right, right. Um, do you also feel that, because I hear it after the fact sometimes, do you feel that some pre-approvals don't share enough information with you as either a seller's broker or a buyer's broker?
Well, so this is how I'd answer that. If I am sending someone to you, Bill, or someone I trust and I know I'm getting the right information. But like I said, if Joe Schmo off the street, applied for something online or from God knows where, I really don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of assume there's maybe something missing and this could go sideways. So that's
So
why
what
I
so what do you do when that might happen? Do you pick up a phone and call the lender?
yes, absolutely. Double, triple check that, check it in another week, see
Right.
what's going on. And if it just seems hanky, I just have him call you because we don't need it to go sideways, backwards. There's a lot of stuff on the line, and you're messing up a lot of people's lives if your house sale doesn't go through for some reason and you can't purchase what you wanted to. There's a lot of people at stake and a lot of money being spent.
Yeah, I agree with you. Um, so once you receive a pre-approval, Anne Marie, what are, let's say 3 questions that you ask a lender when you can get them on the phone in a live conversation with you?
Right away, I find out when they last spoke to my client.
Nice. I like that one.
And if it was 2 weeks ago, you need to call her or him because we need to make sure that this is solid.
Right.
And third would be, have you gotten everything you need? Giving an
Yes.
actual solid conclusion here, or are you guessing?
Right, right, right. If I may add one more
Please.
question to your repertoire, this question was asked of me, sorry, by a real estate broker who represented a seller.
Mhm.
And she asked, Bill, in your opinion, what obstacle can derail your
Mm.
buyer from closing this transaction? I
That's
thought that
very
was a
tough.
great question,
That really is. That's
right? And the reason why I thought, Anne Marie, it's a great question is because if you answer that with there's nothing, let's call it like it is. That's
Mhm.
not real,
No, no, there's
right?
always something. Something can always come up.
Exactly. And so when I heard that from that transaction with that seller's broker,
Mhm.
I literally kind of froze, paused for a second. I did answer her question, and I
Yeah.
said, "Well, here's the short list of obstacles that can derail how we perform together to get your seller and our buyers to the closing table." And to be quite honest, I thought, looking back at it, I thought she appreciated that level of, being
Candor.
candid, my
Mhm.
transparency, and also just being real with her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no reason to beat around the bush with something. I mean, it's black and white. Either it's going to work or it's not. And you need
Right,
to know why.
right, right. So, audience members, for our short conversation and today's recorded episode, we're doing a little bit different today, Anne Marie and myself. When and if you are in the process of selling real estate, buying real estate with Anne Marie, and you just need to maybe get a stronger pre-approval, maybe
Mhm.
get a second opinion. Think of me. Our sponsor today is Planet Home Lending. We are here, ready and willing to get you home as quickly as we can together. So, Anne Marie, as we wrap up today, hopefully, we can both enjoy the warmer weather that's going to hit us next week. It'll
Yeah.
be like, it'll be like shorts and sandals right here in Chicago. You know what I mean by
Probably.
that.
No hats for sure.
No hats, yes, and no scarves.
No, no.
All right. Well, social media friends, connections, and those of you who enjoy watching us, please like, comment on this information that we try to share with you as consistently as possible. And certainly, when and if you need one of our help or both of our help to get you through life events, a life event of organizing perhaps your life, the life event of selling or buying real estate to get to the next chapter, please think of us. For now, today, adios until we see each other again soon.
Have a good one.